Hey guys, welcome back to the CLPA channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, do all that stuff.
Yep.
Today we're just gonna get into topics about the season. So the season is over right now, so we'll get straight into it. Obviously the first topic will be about this week's footy test games. How do we feel about it?
Oh, well, I was a bit surprised with the Australian result. What about you?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised about that one as well, especially
Who
both games
wasn't
actually
surprised?
being turned. Well, both games being high scoring games compared to last
Yeah.
week, I guess.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised about how bad Australia were. Like to not score a point. Like serious. Oh, I don't know what went wrong. It was so
That's
bad.
that's got to be the worst result I've ever seen from Australia. It was terrible, bros. To not even get a single point after you were such big favourites, in my opinion, heading into it. It's ridiculous, especially after the following week, how much better they did.
Do you boys think mass changes?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely on the edges. Cobbo comes back in, I'd say. I put
Edward should
Edward.
not be the
Yeah,
winger they named.
He's good, but he was so out of place. Like, why wouldn't he put Cobbo on the wing? It was. Oh,
I'm
made,
just going to say it
made no-
now. Teddy had a terrible game, all right? I'm
that's
sorry.
true. If
I'm
Haynes is
sorry,
there
Jesse.
watching,
Well, if you look at the stats, all the outside backs made over like 2 errors, man. It was really bad. They were all
Mate, it was
pretty.
awful. All I'm saying though is there's a lot of young players coming through, so some of the older ones that were terrible in that game, they should watch themselves a bit, all right? Because some changes are going to be made, I have a feeling, between now and the next Aussie game.
Yeah, Ponga and Walsh are coming in, I think.
Oh, Walsh, mate.
yeah,
Walsh
Ponga
is
will definitely be.
Ponga and Walsh. They've got to go in, mate. They
I
have to,
think
in my
Teddy's
opinion.
time's up in the international area, maybe even Origin. I'm not sure about that yet, but
I think you could
um,
play Origin, but for Australia, I think Ponga is the one, and I think Walsh should take Hines' spot maybe on the bench.
Yeah, look, it's tough because Hines. I actually haven't really minded Hines in the Aussie shirt. I don't think he doesn't play a major role really for them. Like he comes on
Yeah.
for a little bit. He's not what I'd call a massive impact player. He comes on towards the end when everyone's tired. Now, Walshy would be a deadly player in that aspect.
Oh yeah. Do you think DCE's played his last Test match?
I actually probably don't actually think so. I think that Mal Meninga has a bit. If Meninga stays the coach, I
Yeah, he
feel
likes.
like he's the fate. He
I think
loves
he,
Cherry, bro. Until
I think he can,
Cherry,
I think he can stay in the 14 role, but I think Cleary will take that 7. That's what my opinion is, but
I'm
I
sticking with what I think. Cherry's still got a couple games in him, and I don't really like any Manly players, but it is what it is.
What about the Fiji game, boys? What do you think of that? That was like bush footy. It was wild.
That
it
was
was a bit.
madness, man.
Well, both games obviously being turnarounds from the loss they've had with New Zealand and PNG. So
I
I
can't
think
get a
PNG
read on
just
PNG.
like they're a pretty unpredictable team, I'd say. Like
Well,
some games are good, some games are
well,
off.
they lose convincingly to Fiji, right? And then this week they've decided we're gonna swap roles here and become this unbelievable side. They were amazing in the first half, man, and then the second half happened. But the second half the first half decided it all. The second half didn't really mean anything, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Um, do you think any of those PNG players would get into the NRL from that game or from the
Yes. Well, some of them are
this
already
whole
in the
season?
NRL. Jack DeBellum.
Oh, like for PNG Hunters, if they win the NRL, yes, but I don't think they'd be like fringies. They wouldn't have a starting role, but there might be like a freak that's in there that could probably play. Bill,
I do like that number 9 for PNG.
Yeah, Edwin
Some of his
Ipape,
games,
bro.
are they
yeah,
Super
he
League players?
looks.
Some of them,
Yeah, Edwin's a
Yeah,
Super
he
League
plays
player. I know
for
that.
Lee
so they're
Leopards.
pretty
I'm
good.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, Edwin's actually a player I've watched since the World Cup, and trust me, I would love to have that guy in the NRL. He's a great nine.
They were also missing Xavier Coates as well. So
Mate, Coates, he better go. If they make a PNG 18th team, I want to see Coates there. I want to
And
see.
Olam as
I
well.
want to see
Remember,
Olam
PNG
there.
were missing. The only player Fiji, I think, lost was Kickout, I'm pretty sure.
they didn't have Taruva
And
as well.
oh, Taruva as well.
Taruva,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, Taruva was more to injury, wasn't it? It's not like it's not
yeah. He
like
was out
it's
for the
not,
past 2 games.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
From
not
what I
exactly
heard.
the same situation, but it's
Also,
yeah,
Coruscant didn't play either, so they are
Yeah,
missing a few players.
they probably
true.
would make some form of a difference, but like ultimately, plenty of players decided not to play this tournament.
What's
Like,
weird is I think it's weird that Tonga actually had a decent team and lost 3-0. That was weird.
oh, you mean versus England, bro? That
Yeah,
was
it was weird.
they didn't even have a bad team at all.
I
I
know. I
can't even
thought they would have
explain how
won.
it happened.
Yeah, well, they're getting older, I guess. So
So yeah,
Yeah,
the
but like
internationals.
3-0.
Mm.
3-0. You should at least, in my opinion, I'd be gutted if I lost 3-0, mate. I would have done anything. I would have lost an arm to win one game.
I think the coach is done. He's done.
Oh, the
Yeah,
coach has got to go, bro.
well,
Got to go.
well, he's going to be at the Dolphins in 2025 as the head coach. So
Yeah, he will probably step down.
from the Dolphins.
No, from coaching Tonga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What, take a year off?
Well, I think we should move into the news. Oh, now we're hearing that Wayne Bennett could be coaching in the 18th team.
Mm.
I don't
He's
know
just-
which team.
He just keeps jumping. There's no way. Imagine Wayne Bennett coaching PNG.
How old is he
Mate,
now? I'm not
no
sure.
way.
He's
Yeah,
so
I've
wild.
heard news that he is. He's
I'm
looking to
sorry,
coach
maybe because
an 18th
PNG, I'm
team.
like, damn, I'm done. This man can coach any team he wants at this point.
I reckon he needs to coach like an international or an Origin or like an All-Star team. I don't
Well,
think.
he did already, didn't he? Already coach the Maroons. He won a series. He
Well,
already
Yeah,
did with
it's like 2020, was it?
Maroons.
29, 2021?
What
Yeah.
NRL team needs a coach?
Well, 18th team, if they bring it in.
Well,
Yeah, but surely it won't be for a while. Like
I
2020.
think 2027, 2025.
He'll be like 90 by then.
mate, I'm
Yeah, I know.
convinced, right, that Bennett's not going to retire. I think he'll pass away in his job at this point. It's
Could be next
ridiculous.
year. It could be next year.
It's not
So,
Yeah. If
Bro
if
refuses.
Queensland were losing series, I think he'd just be coach again. But imagine I wish he could coach New South Wales, or maybe he could be like an assistant there or something.
Yeah, well, Maguire is in that head coach role now for New South Wales. Obviously, he just won with New Zealand. Do you think he can slot in there and bring New South Wales a series win?
I hope not.
I hope so. Well, I think depends if he has like mass changes, which I think there will be. So
Yeah, definitely. Some more news with Michael Jennings returning to the NRL. What do you think about this one, Jesse?
the dope man himself. Well, I don't understand it. Hopefully, we re-sign Manu. Hopefully, that's the priority. But we also have Billy Smith, who's in the reserves. So I feel like this is just like a rooster looking after a former rooster sort of thing, which I'm okay with. Like he'll be good for North Sydney or the Roosters feeder club. So, but he'll probably get like 1 or 2 games. But I don't know if the NRL's like cleared it yet.
Yeah, they've said that they're going processing it, I'm pretty sure. And Tyler, what do you feel? How do you feel about it? Obviously, you played with the Eels before the ban. So how do you feel
Well,
about
you
that
mean
one?
You mean Jennings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, I was a big fan of Jennings when he was at Para. Ultimately, it wasn't a great end with him, being caught for the use of certain things. But look, I think he could be a decent signing for the Roosters or the Bears, wherever he's playing. Likely the Bears, probably. No, the Bears are the Storm feeder now, I think, aren't they? So
There's no who cares if he plays like reserve grade? That's still pretty good. Like
yeah,
he hasn't
exactly.
played in like 3 years. So.
Good. You know what? I think what I'll limit it down to without talking for hours is good depth for the Roosters there, especially if they get a couple knocks, which they did this season. I think that's the kind of situation where Jennings is perfect, man.
It's like a Brett Morris signing. It's a veteran signing to help the boys, I think.
Exactly, and who knows? Maybe he'll hit that peak form we know is in him, and he'll end up being a great player for you.
Yeah, he'll play Origin from reserve grade like that one time.
Yep, and he'll also lose Origin.
And also another player trying to make a comeback in the NRL is Curtis Scott. Obviously, he played the Raiders and the Storm.
Didn't he literally sign with Eels or something, or nearly did?
I think he nearly did. Apparently, Nine are reporting that he has been offered to several clubs.
No, but I remember, like, before all that drama happened, Para was the team that was going to get him. Obviously, that's not going to be a thing now, probably.
I think he needs to...
Yeah, we definitely...
I think he needs to go to the Super League for a couple of years and earn it back.
Yeah, it feels forced to put him back in the NRL right now, honestly.
Like, if he goes over and plays decent for, like, Wigan or something, and he can come back, like, that'd be cool, but...
Like, I had to say
he was good at Melbourne.
Para's already got Morgan Harper. So...
You got the GOAT Harper. I don't know
exactly. We've signed our centre, bro.
And he doesn't get injured, so... yeah.
You got Morgan Harper, mate. So, Dally M winner 2024.
Oh my god.
Talk it, dream it, do it.
So now we go on to the 2024 team changes now.
Alrighty.
So there are a lot of team changes in
I'm
each
loving
team.
the Roosters ones, baby.
Of course you are, mate. How's that salary sombrero treating you?
It's good. We love it.
Obviously, on the thumbnail there is RTS. He is making a return to the NRL. How do we feel about that one?
Does he play centre?
I think he does. I think he goes in centre. I don't think he can play on the wing again. He's not getting fullback back yet.
Well, I thought that they were talking about putting like RTS in the centres. Am I going crazy?
I think that'll happen. Yeah, definitely.
I think it'll be good. I think
he'll
be like a Manu at the Roosters.
With how Chance did this year, you can't move him from fullback, in my opinion. He was brilliant there this year.
Well, Chance has a gun at centre too, so...
Yeah, look, they could do it either way, but I think Chance, if he prefers to play fullback, has earned his place in the fullback role this year.
Facts.
Like, he's...
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, RTS will be good. He'll just slot... I reckon he'll slot back into the Kiwis as well, and hopefully... He's good still. How old is he now? Like 32 or something?
30...
We can hope. Prime RTS was one of the best memories, all right?
He did leave in his peak as well. Like, he just won like a Dally M like the year before. So
exactly.
I wouldn't say his peak, maybe his second peak, but...
I think he like peaked as leadership. I think
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He has his... Mate, he was so good he got a second peak. He didn't just have his peak of his career.
Sean Johnson has got. What club should we move to next? The Roosters, I reckon.
Of course.
Dude, it's so good. Every year, I'm just like, who are we going to get? Because if we don't get anyone, it's disappointing. And it never happens. We got so many good players and good depth players. We got like Corey Pates. How random is that? I love it.
Pates, bro, I'm jealous.
We got hookers for days because Turpin's gone. But Leniu, Dominic Young... Dominic Young's brother.
Oh yeah, imagine both of them on each wing.
Bro, Leniu,
our backline stacked.
Mate, you've got Leniu and likely Terrell May, both of them coming off your interchange.
Lindsay Collins, best prop in the world.
That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but how?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's not as good as the Eagles signings though. Like Morgan Harper.
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Who else have the Eels signed?
Jeez.
We signed Harper and Kelma Tuolangi. That's all we got. You guys got these crazy players
there, but...
Hey, I've got some optimism for Kelma. Morgan?
Yeah, he can definitely improve. I reckon he can maybe even get a spot on the bench.
Bro,
Where's
if
Wonga?
If he can
Kelma, if
do well in
Kelma
the
plays like he
preseason.
did, wait, hang on, we're talking about the Roosters. Why are we shifting to Barra for a second?
Oh
I just
well,
want to
we're over
know,
the
does anyone
Roosters.
know where Wonga Blake's going? He played pretty well today.
He
Rugby
was,
Union apparently.
Re-
Someone said.
Yeah, I like that. He'll be a Wallaby for sure.
yeah. I
Oh,
still
also,
heard an NRL team or two were interested in
one
him,
more
but I
thing.
think it's better for him to go to
One more thing about
go out.
Union.
Yeah.
Do you think Sully will backflip on his deal?
No,
Going to Rugby
No.
Australia, since they're in that all that stuff.
no.
Yeah, look, it's room for conversation, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Jesse thinks either. Hey, do you?
I think if Jones was still the coach, there's more chance of him backflipping then. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna start
it's more like
fresh, and that'll be good for him.
new start at
Mm.
Rugby Australia.
It'll be
There.
fresh, and I think other rugby league players will join, like like Wonga Blake and maybe
Yeah.
Cleary could go to the Western Force, and
Yeah,
Mate, Cleary would have to be offered some good money. He's like royalty in Penrith.
he might as well. He's done everything else. He might as well go win a Rugby World Cup.
I think we should go to the Bulldogs next, since they've had a lot of changes.
Bloody dogs.
Half the team. Don't like the Dogs, but we have to
Why
go
are
there.
we just predicting? What's the point? They're just going to finish 15th again.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
lost
true.
Kyle Flanagan, so they have no chance.
If
Exactly.
Winston
They lost the
sees
goat
us,
Kyle Flanagan. Who else they got? Stephen Crichton. Ooh.
They always sign
Winston's
players
good.
out of position and they can't play well there. Like Stephen Crichton's probably going to play in the halves, maybe.
No, you
fullback.
watch. No,
No
and then
way.
he'll play bloody 9.
Oh,
Not like he did for Samoa. He played absolute crap there.
Oh no, put him at 5. Come on, dogs. Put him at 5'8".
Yeah,
I think with their signings, they look more like a 12th to 14th team, not a bottom.
they've got too many backline players, let's say, or like utilities. They have too
Mm.
many utilities. They need more forwards, let's say.
Well, I was
They
a little
got
shocked that
Sakiaho, but he's pretty
He's
old.
old.
I remember when there was the rumor of Josh and Maddo trade. I'm really surprised that they didn't take more of a look at that.
I think Josh will be gone by next year. I reckon.
Bro,
Well,
because
Phil Gould said it's
Maddo
not
would have
gonna
been a
happen.
great addition
Yeah, he
to
says
their
that all the
forward
time.
pack.
He does. He doesn't lie, but
He never
Um,
lied. Yeah, they need Fanua Blake. I think that'll be good for them.
I think he'll move
Nah, I think
in
Paddy
like
G would disagree on you.
2025. He'll move to a team in Sydney in 2025, I think.
Yeah, he'll join Parabra.
You know what's funny? It's probably
Oh.
going to be the Roosters because Hargraves is retiring then, and we'll have like 800K. So he's probably going to go to the
You're just
Roosters.
gonna throw it at him.
Yeah, as if you wouldn't.
What other
Nah, and then
signings
you're gonna
have
add a
we
sneaky
seen? I'm trying
100K.
to
Just
think. What other
You know, it's been
teams?
quiet. Melbourne have been really quiet. They haven't really signed anyone, have they?
No,
Because
they
they
haven't.
usually
That's
sign.
maybe they're
true.
looking. They could be looking towards the juniors. Like, they have that sewer for logo
I
kid or
think
whatever his
they'll
name
feed
is.
him off. If they keep Pappenhausen, I think they'll feed him off somewhere else. Maybe in like a loan.
I reckon
I-
the Roosters will loan out Billy Smith as well.
Yeah, come on. Nah, loan him out
To
to
Parramatta.
exactly. Loan him out to Parramatta, bro. Give
Mm.
us a season with him to break our drought, and then he can come back to you.
I mean, the Jack Whiten signing's pretty big. I'm eager to
Oh.
see how that goes.
Well, I thought he was bluffing for quite a bit, but then no. The talks just kept ramping up, and then suddenly he's a South player.
I thought he was going to backflip.
Yeah,
But no, he's
maybe.
sticking to it. Well, he's good mates with Latrell, so he's got a mate there.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time together recently.
I think we should move into where players could land now. Luai could be landing. Apparently, the Tigers are saying he's got the most interest there, but I think he's just going to stick with the Panthers. What
be
are your
honest,
thoughts on that?
I think he'd be
Yeah.
silly. I'm not a fan of the Panthers or Luai, but especially Luai, but he'd be silly, right? Not to stay with the Panthers. Like, surely, I get wanting to prove yourself at another club, but feels more money reason to anything he's mentioned.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this is what he should do. Jerome, if you're watching this, get the bag. Get the money. He's won 3 premierships.
Yeah, but the funny part is
take the
that
1.4.
surely the chances that he does well at another club are so low. It would be money grabbing.
Tigers would be
True.
sick with Luai and Appy in the team and John Bateman. That'd be so good, I reckon. But I don't know.
It's like
Right.
Panthers 2.0.
I think it.
Yeah, they're just building the Panthers over there.
Bulldogs
History's
more.
doomed to repeat itself if you don't learn from it. They're not learning from the Dogs' mistakes.
Mm.
Do you reckon Manu will land at the Dragons?
No
Obviously,
chance,
Julian's
brother.
been on this.
No chance. Me and
It's a
Hainsey, no
big
chance.
deal. It's actually, Jesse, you talk more. It's your team.
He turned down like that much money last time to sign with the Roosters for less money, and I think Roosters have got players leaving after next year, so I think they'll just give him. And Suoli's leaving, and Hargraves is retiring. They'll just throw the bag at him. Because like he didn't play fullback for New Zealand, so I feel like I don't think he would leave, but if he did, I'd be like, I respect it because he's getting the bag. But I think he's gonna stay.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there's any more rumors. I don't think I can think of.
Well, it's look.
Yeah, not
I
many
think
people are
that
really off contract at the moment, are they? I mean, Fanua Blake's like whatever, but he's
well,
just gonna
Fanua
stay.
Blake's committing 24.
So he says. Yeah,
So he says.
we'll see.
That
Yeah, I think-
sombrero could get a little fatter just to get him out.
We always make room somehow.
I think we move up to some schedule predictions.
Mm.
I think Mudgee's not on the card for the Charity Shield now. It's played at Cogra.
Mm.
So I don't know why they're doing that, but
Bigger crowd, maybe.
yeah,
Chance.
maybe. Apparently, Julian was saying about Rabbitohs having to go to Vegas the next day or something near the airport or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like traveling all that. Like, just let him go home. So just let him chill. Maybe they could take a game to Mudgee in the middle of the season or something.
could
Who do you
work.
think will miss out on Magic Round this year?
Tigers.
I think
Yeah,
it's fair.
surely it's
Wooden
Tigers.
Spooners should miss. It should
I
be a
think it'd make
team
it
that.
interesting if you come last, you miss it. So
Yeah, that's true.
That would be fair. You know, you
Yeah.
were the worst team last year, so you're the team that misses.
yeah, it should be like Super League would do it. They kicked their bottom two teams out, so we might as
Yeah,
well
but-
make them miss that. So,
Give NRL a relegation system. That'd make it
but
fun.
statistically, like they should be the Tigers. But who do you think it'll be?
I'd love it to
I'm
be
gonna
Dogs.
say Manly.
Mate, Manly.
Or Paddy
Vision,
G,
let's go, bro. Manly. All right, I'm joining Vision. Which line is he up? He's up
Manly.
there. All right, Vision. Let's go, mate. Manly.
I think it could be
And
like Cronulla or something.
Who do you reckon your team will play in Magic Round? Do you reckon? Who do you reckon Para will play, Tyler?
Oh, you know what? I just because it would be fun, I'll go with
I'm gonna go with a new team. I'd say a new team we
I'll-
haven't played at Magic
I'll
Round.
just say, you know what? They never throw us with a brilliant game. I'll say we play Newcastle. Boom.
I can
they
see
never
that
give us-
happening.
I reckon they should do Panthers Eels at Magic Round.
Yeah,
That's-
maybe.
The
that's a
thing
big
is
one,
that
right?
I can see that, but I don't think they'll do it, knowing how they always.
The rivalry
it's been a
needs to be
bit.
played out of Magic Round.
It's been a bit since they've given a proper rivalry for Para during Magic Rounds.
Yeah, but imagine Magic Round with all the rivalries. It'd be sick.
That's-
like Roosters, Rabbitohs,
That would
and-
be a
I just
dream,
don't-
but for some reason they don't do it. I think personally, I think they throw away games during Magic Round because they know they'll sell because it's Magic Round.
Because there is
That's
some
true.
shit game because it's a long weekend, and then you're like watching Sharks, Rabbitohs, and you're like, oh, okay, this is shit. I gotta wait.
Yeah,
for a-
exactly. Yeah, but
gotta
it's
wait for
because
another
they
2 hours.
know. Bro, they know that's how you're going to react, but because it's Magic Round, you'll watch. That's
They
why
just
they're
put
doing.
anyone on. It's so annoying.
Bro,
The Sharks, Titans.
they could put Tigers Dogs as a game, and you'd watch it during Magic Round.
I think the Roosters will actually play Power again because
I
Who
would
do you-
love.
The Roosters play Para. I was at that game. It's pretty average until like the last 20 minutes, I'd say.
Was that both Roosters Para games? I didn't
Yeah.
enjoy either much.
or like Roosters Titans maybe. I don't know.
Hasn't that
Or
happened before?
I prefer
Roosters.
Titans versus Cowboys. What a derby!
Oh, mate, Titans. We ended we ended it their season. Yeehaw!
Who do you reckon the Broncos play? Since I don't think they'll be playing. Are they playing Manly this year?
They'll
in
play
National Grand?
Dolphins, bro.
Yeah, that'd be a good match.
That's the one, man. That's the one to make. Like
Who,
that's the
who do
main
you reckon?
event.
Who do you reckon will open up the NRL season next year?
Round 1.
Yeah,
Well,
like
isn't it gonna
first
be
ever
last-
game
Is Vegas
after
kicking
Vegas.
off?
Isn't
the-
No,
Vegas
it's
round 1?
preseason. Preseason.
Does it
They're
count as
round
points?
0.
So
No.
Vegas is preseason.
Yep.
So it's a trial.
Yep. Pretty much preseason.
Roosters are just going to send North Sydney Bears. This is ridiculous.
Bro, Tedesco and that are
Vegas.
going to feel robbed of their trip.
Oh, I
Hey,
think
Vegas, I hope you like Ben Thomas. Jesus Christ.
so. All the 4 teams that are in Vegas won't play in the first round. So
It'll be Panthers then, right? And someone.
I think Panthers.
It's
Eels
going to be
could
a
work.
short round, isn't it? It's gonna be a
Panthers
short
Melbourne will be cool. Or like Panthers Eels.
that'd
Probably
work.
be Eels because Eels are the most popular team not to be in Vegas.
We opened it last year. This year. Right.
Surely we don't do it if we do it 2 years in a row, I'm not complaining, but I don't think we should.
Do you know what I always
think-
liked as an opening was Dragons Eels. That was always a good first game.
What about Dragon Sharks?
Dragons
Bit
for
of a
some reason just
No,
No, I
love
want
to
a
have
big state. I
first
want
game
like
versus
Combank.
Park.
Combank has to open the season because it's just so sick.
Combank is an amazing stadium, and I'm so privileged to get to go to it every game it has every
I just
season.
feel like if you open up with Cogra or like Shark Park, you'd be like, whatever. Like
Whatever stadium.
feels like a
This is
trial, man.
Great. Open it
Yeah,
with.
well,
Bunnies are going to Las Vegas too. I was going to say they could take Allianz, but they're going with you.
No.
yeah. So I think we're gonna do a live prediction. Oh, when the schedule comes out, we'll do a live and we'll react to it. So
Yeah,
we'll
of
do
course,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It should be coming out in the next
You-
5 days, I'm guessing.
You watch
It was
Para
on-
get like the round 1 bye. I'll be furious.
Yeah, can't wait. It's
No, you
last
won't because
year-
we're getting the bye.
Yeah, last
No, we'll
year
get the
it was-
round 2 bye, all right, and then we'll get the terrible 3:00 game, all right, for
Yeah,
round 1.
hopefully. Last year it was like November 10, I think. So 5
So
days
it
from
should come
now.
out soon.
Yeah, it should be out soon. All right,
Alright.
I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to
Anytime and every
subscribe,
time.
This was awesome.
Do all that.
Like, subscribe. Plenty more to
next
come.
next live should be the live reaction. So
Yeah.
we'll see
Oh,
you guys
and
then.
guys, we're going to be live reacting to the UFC, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
we
forget
do
to hit
Into
that
that.
bell. Don't forget to hit
Leon
the bell
Edwards.
so you're notified.
Paddy the Baddie, Tony Ferguson, let's go.
Right,
You don't
see
want to
guys.
miss Paddy the Baddie,
See you,
boys,
boys.
all right?
See you guys.